What is going on, folks? I am Goten. Welcome back to Warframe. So, last minute release because I was excited when Barrow got here, and I saw a weapon that I honestly was not expecting to see, the Prisma Lenz. Now, the original lens for me was a 7 Forma dumpster fire that worked very well up until the ammo nerf hit. Now, granted, the lens has a it's got a passive mutation to it, but I don't remember what the stat is. I want to say it's like 50% or 60% or something. I don't know, something weird, but it does have a passive ammo mutation to it, but considering it still only has an ammo pickup of 1 and a max magazine size of 8, it had its limitations. And then statistically, it had really good crit, but it was just like, Fast forward to today, I see the Prisma, the Prisma Lens, and for a moment I thought, oh, okay, whatever, I already have that. And I got to thinking, I was like, I don't have that. I've never even seen that. So I bought it. So I'm at Ani right now, as you see paused. An Acolyte is getting ready to show up, and I have no fucking idea what this thing's going to do to an Acolyte. I remember the old one was a thing. Okay? We're going to see what this thing does to an Acolyte, though. I don't know, this could be banging, this could be dog shit. I have no clue. Probably help if I actually highlight the right screen so I can unpause. Hey guys, and yeah, see, like I don't run prime short footed on lava, so I kind of have to stay the fuck away from this, the AoE of this thing. Alright, where you at? Torment, come here, you dick. Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing, big guy? Yeah, see, like, I had the lens more than usable for the steel path, but it wasn't anything of amazement. Like, there's, like, especially since the ammo nerf, there's been, like, so many weapons that were just, like...
Extraction is available if you need it.
There's just so many better options. Like, I was even gravitating more towards the Brahma than I was this, even with the ammo nerf.
You are running out of time.
I know I'm running out of time. I'm always running out of time because, the game apparently fucking hates me when it comes to life support drops. I don't think it's just me though. A lot of people talk hella smack on doing survivals. It's fine. It's all fine. Just slap a coat of paint on it. It's fine. I'm gonna show you the build because this thing is it's way less Forma. I'll tell you that. I had 7 Forma and an Axillus adapter in this motherfucker. Which one would think, why in the fuck? I put the Axillus on there and ended up having to do more Forma because even the passive was having problems keeping up for me anyway, because I was just like wing firing that motherfucker all over the place. But I went with something different. I kept thinking to myself, how the fuck can I go with something different aside from what my original build was? Because my original build was a Vigilante Fervor Prime Shred build. Okay? And that's too much. Like, and the funny part is Vigilante Fervor and Prime Shred couldn't even keep up with what the fire rate is now. The fire rate on my original lens, I actually literally just sold it because the stats were already better. But the with Vigilante Fervor and Prime Shred formed into that motherfucker, it was like at a 0.49 fire rate. This is a 0.33, and there's no Forma in it. No Axillus, no Forma, just an arcane adapter. Now, I know I got a lot of builds with hammer shot. There's some people that just absolutely fucking hate hammer shot. You know what? Hate it if you want to. That's fine. I like adding more critical damage on top of adding more critical damage. So you got critical damage and critical damage. But considering critical damage stacks on both sides, for me, it's like, okay. But with the crit, 100 munitions obviously comes, but there's one you don't see from me very often. My thought was very, very simple, okay? Either figure a fucking way to use a base damage mod and then end up having the Forma for Prime Shred and Vigilante Fervor, just like I did before, but that's kind of what got me away from it, okay? So 55% fire increase, fire rate, times 2 for both. So we're talking 110% right there, right? And then Vigilante Fervor was 45%, so we're talking 90%. right? So 110, 90, 200% fire rate increase. And this is better with one mod. Hence why I went with it. This was 180%. And the moment I stuck it on there, because critical delay obviously drops 20% of your fire rate, so it just tanks the shit out of it. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, you know, I'm going to use hammer shot with it. Why not throw a couple of 60/60s on here instead of actually going for, you know, a Vazarin and, you know, a Naramon to be able to fit, you know, or I'm sorry, a Vazarin and a Naramon, so I could, you know, just do base damage mods. But Vital Acceleration, as soon as I just figured, you know, throw it the fuck in there and see what happened. And when I saw that the fire rate was lower with this one mod, and it's literally, what, a third of the point value? Because you're talking 16 points for Prime Shred plus 9 points for Vigilante Fervor. This is 9 total. And with it being, these two polarity are already on there, plus that one's already on there, it's kind of a no-brainer. When you can just do what the fuck I did to an Acolyte with, what, 3 shots? Now, I'll say this, if you're not using this thing on the Steel Path, God be with you on your ammo. You'll probably want to stick, like, at least, I mean, you're probably going to want to polarize. Going to have to do a few polarity, honestly. So probably like 100 munitions and Vital Sense, do both of those, and then drop this motherfucker over to a Naramon. And, I mean, go with one or two ways. If you're really going to do it, like, you could 100% really never run out of ammo doing Prime Sniper ammo mutation, but Vigilante Supplies is really more the way you're going to go. So, and I mean, technically you could go with a blank Vigilante Supplies. Like, you could just, you know, polarize 100 munitions and then polarize that, so you get away with just 2 forma and just stick a blank, because really all your, well, no, if you're having ammo problems, at least this, because Vigilante Supplies is gonna, I would assume, stack with the mutation. I mean, it could be like Caliban. I don't know, considering the passive of this thing is, it has an ammo mutation. I've honestly never tested, like, really, I guess, I mean, I didn't really run out of ammo too much with the lens. The fire rate was crap, and, you know, it just really didn't fit my style. But this thing, like, as far as I know, it collectively does stack up, but I don't know if the primed sniper ammo mutation is going to do, you know, is going to really, like, stack with the passive of this thing or not. But bare minimum, you'll at least get the 5% enhanced, you know, chance to enhance your crits. That's not terrible, right? So, I mean, I guess the big question, the big looming fucking question here is the Prisma Lens actually worth not just getting for mastery fodder, but is it worth running? Is it going to be everybody's cup of tea? I'm going to go with hell no. Absolutely fucking not, it's not. But is it quite useful on the Steel Path? Like, am I going to probably put it on a frame? Yeah, I probably am. I mean, at a bare minimum, this thing should be pretty good for the circuit. I mean, ammo drops are kind of garbage, so I mean, you know, it's going to have to be tested whenever this thing eventually spawns, which is why I sold the other lens. I want this one to spawn, not the regular. So, because I tested the regular, oh, it was rough. It was rough going. So I'm hoping that this might do better. I don't know. Gonna find out. It's probably gonna screw me over, but hey, man, it's worth a shot. I don't know. At least for standard utility gameplay, yeah, I mean, obviously you guys saw it fucking works. So I don't know, man. That's just quick update on a new weapon, you know, a new old weapon, because the old version was just kind of ugga-dugga, you know. I mean, it was like, it worked, but it wasn't like superb. I know this is one of those weapons from yesteryear, right? Like, it was good, but, you know, way back in the day, and then I started dicking with it when Joe got a ribbon for it, and I was like, might be worth it, you know, might be worth it. I don't even need a ribbon. I mean, a ribbon would be banging, but you don't need a ribbon, that's for damn sure. This thing will just thump it right the fuck out of town. So, I don't know. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next video, all right?